Gail, who is our creative arts director, asked me a question concerning my relationship with Gordon, is how did I know that he was the right man for me, that God had sent him for me? Well, I have to be honest with you, I didn't know for a very, very long time. And the reason why is because being a single woman and for so long, and one that had really, you know, dated a lot and partied a lot and stuff, I was very cautious about men. And you know, I had said in the last, you know, thing that I was moving, and the thing was is I did move. I did move to Virginia Beach. I got a job. I started working about, you know, I guess it was about 6 months, and I was working to, you know, and I was trying to maybe not be with this young man, you know. I keep calling him young man because we were young back then, but the thing was is he was just so adorable, and after 6 weeks of dating him, I decided that I was going to break up with him. Now, it's not because he wasn't wonderful, but it was because I never allowed myself to get involved with anybody after 6 weeks because I had an agenda. You know, I wanted to go to Virginia Beach, I wanted to open up the hair salon, and I just couldn't afford to allow myself to have any emotional ties to any one guy. Well, that's where God kept coming in, and actually, Gordon wouldn't let me break up with him. And I know it sounds funny to say he wouldn't let me, but he was just so funny and so sweet and so loving, and he just kept pursuing me. I don't know if you ever heard, but Gary Smiley always talks about, you know, that the man is a hunter and he likes to go after what he wants. Well, that's my Gordon. He went after what he wanted, and with all his charm and great, he captured me, so to speak. But then I had to move because I had made this vow to myself, and I moved, but the whole time I was there I kept wanting to be with this guy, you know, because there was something about him, and I still hadn't put it all together that God had brought this relationship to the forefront for both of us. But the woman who led me to the Lord, her name is Kay, she kept telling me that I needed not to discard him, and that I needed to really, you know, ask God what he wanted for my life. And so every place that I turned, I kept thinking about Gordon. And Gordon, you know, continued to pursue me from afar. And back then, we only talked once a week on the phone because we didn't have cell phones, and we wrote letters to each other. And, you know, I have every one of those letters, by the way. And eventually, I ended up moving back. But the thing that I wanted to leave with you is that God really used people around me to speak into my life about him, about Gordon. And the one thing that I was concerned about is there's 6 years difference between us. I'm 6 years older than him, so I was always dating guys who are older, you know, financially stable and everything. But an interesting fact is that the woman who led me to the Lord, Kay, her mom and dad were 6 years difference. Her mother was 6 years older. And she told me that her mother was so happy with her dad that I might want to reconsider my relationship with Gordon. And at that moment, I realized that God was speaking to me and telling me that he really knew what was best for me, and that Gordon was the young man that he had sent to me to have a life fulfilled in a way that I could, you know, never imagine possible. And I am so grateful for God and how he knows the plans that he has for us. And they are to prosper, and they are to have happiness and to have family and to love him. And I don't know, but that was the question she asked, and I just wanted to let you know that, you know, listen with your heart what God is saying to you today. So that's the end of my little piece. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.